we'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I start calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. Hot zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson going to look to tuck and run. Oh, refusing to go down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
25-yard line.
Watson on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Just simple. This D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Breeze now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's out right at the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Johnson on the counter. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 27-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First down, Saints.
Now, Breeze again. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
20-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Watson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Will Fuller, incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Again, it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Breeze. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. They're able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Dunn, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they're on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air yet again, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Finding Fells complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he'll bang that one through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans take on 1st and 10. At at their own 21.
And we focus on Duke Johnson now. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 19-yard line.
Here's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the Saints' 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Watson going to try and run it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints, nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
To throw is Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And fights through one man. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, the first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. The option, here's Watson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get out there now.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Johnson. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run the option.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So give them the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
The kickoff for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Breeze on third down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here's David Johnson in the Houston offense yet again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Third down. And 6 yards to go.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
Third down and 11.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks... And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended... receiver, but it's going to be second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Running into the fullback, Burton. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. Trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Houston set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They go to Johnson again. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.